Let's get into it, baby.
Ah, yeah, it's time to travel and bang, baby.
This is Travel and Bang. I am Marky Bravo the Mulatto. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Here to talk about the dark arts of seduction and the nuance of game. I'm glad you came. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to touch on something before I get into it that I think all men can relate to. You know what I mean? And that's the emotion of jealousy. Why is it there? Why really is it like a natural emotion? When you see someone else winning and they have something you might want, you get that weird sensation. Whether you admit it or not, I know some guys will just be in denial about it, that, you know what I mean? You feel this resentment. You feel this salty, disgust for this person, right? Because they're winning. You know what I mean? But I think what separates the true blue player hater from, just the person where they're a winner themselves is being able to pass on that and to go back to focusing in on what matters, and that's yourself, your goals, and your own winnings. It's okay to be competitive, but when you become a true blue player hater, when you take the time, the energy and the time to go out of your way to, throw stones at somebody's glass house, throw a monkey wrench in their gear shaft, as I would say, then you're a despicable human being. Why am I bringing this up? Gentlemen, recently someone went out of their way to write Amazon and tell them that I don't have the licensing rights to use the photos which are on the cover of my dating guidebook. Okay? I think they were hoping that I didn't have it and they were going to ruin my day, but I do have the licensing rights to use those photos from the photo gallery company that I deal with, and I worked it out, I sorted it out. Book is back on Amazon for purchase, and I could say, I would like to say something really derogatory, but I'm not going to say it. All I want to say, gentlemen, is understand there's people out there who do not wish you well. They do not wish you well in anything that you do. But remember to take that energy and not to waste it on hating on somebody else, on the emotion of jealousy. If anything, if you are angry about something, take that emotion, focus in on your own goals. Start winning at what you're doing. And especially with women as well. You know what I mean? Just remember that we're going to get into right now something so golden that it will help you with all the women that you might come into contact with and might establish a relationship with. It's that women break the rules for the alpha and they create the rules for the beta. Okay? This is very important because this will affect a man in any of the relationships he's going to have with a woman. And this will establish the pecking order. This will establish the whole foundation, the whole structure of how that relationship is managed. You know what I mean? This is why you have, as I always said, a 65 to 70% divorce rate in the United States of America, because certain things were not established from the beginning. And remember, it is true, you cannot make a first impression twice. A lot of times, who you introduce yourself to in the beginning of the relationship or even the dating phase with a woman is who the woman ends up really, she just thinks you are that guy. And I have not known one guy to be able to, who created this white knight beta, nice guy image, who got in a relationship with a woman, being able to flip it and then have her look at him as an alpha dog. You know what I mean? As a silverback gorilla. It's just not going to happen. Okay? And that's why Rollo Tomassi in his writing said it's just easier to leave the trash for the trash truck to come pick it up and to move on. Leave the trash by the trash. Move on. Find a new one. Okay? But women will break the rules for the alpha and they will create them for the beta. Gentlemen, from day one, when you're dating a woman, ask yourself these questions. Is she enthusiastically can't wait to see you? Is she breaking her own rules? Maybe, I think let's be honest, a lot of women have rules with how fast they'll go to bed with you, you know what I mean? Or make out with you even. They have rules. Is she breaking those rules? Is she just can't help herself? She's just so into you. Is she breaking those rules? Is she doing things she wouldn't ordinarily do? You know what I mean? To make you feel comfortable. You know what I mean? I mean, these are really realistic things you have to ask yourself. Okay? Or is it you more placating to her? You know what I mean? Do you get more of the feeling that it's like, you know, I gotta be the servant. I gotta bring mostly stuff to the table for her to give back. Do you feel like you're negotiating genuine desire? Always ask yourself that. Are you negotiating genuine desire? Do you feel that way? Is that what your intuition? See, in the dating game, relationships period, intuition, the sixth sense, it plays such a crucial role, because a lot of times there's more red flags flying than a communist Chinese parade, and we're just ignoring it, meaning we're ignoring our intuition of what's going on. Okay? So when you have that setup, that dynamic where the woman is not breaking her rules, you know what I mean, to do things for you, to get naughty with you, that usually means you're probably being looked at as the beta. You know what I mean? Oh, I wouldn't, you know, when the woman's like, oh, I would never do that. No, no, no. I only do it this way. You're the beta. She sets those rules up for the beta. It's just the reality. Every woman who is enthusiastically, just vibrantly, super, you know, desiring, when she's desiring a guy in a passionate, uncontrollable chemistry level, she's not, it's an emotion, it's a feeling. There is no a logical structure of thought to play by a rule book, you understand? And that's why women break the rules for the alpha. You know what I mean? Because they know you're a catch. They know that you're probably in communication with other women. So they're trying to establish, the woman's trying to establish in the dating process, you need to choose me. Choose me. Forget Melissa, forget Amy, forget Lakeisha, forget Maria, forget Freya. You got to get with me. I'm the choice. I'm your top choice. I'm that. Okay? That's you understand? That's when the woman views the man as the alpha. Okay? The problem is, and that's why we have a 65-70% divorce rate in the United States, a lot of men don't come to the table like that. They come from a point of scarcity. And the woman knows the man is coming from scarcity, that he's not in communication, even on a social level, with a lot of attractive women, that he just has her to talk to. And that's a power play, because now the woman knows, oh, okay, now I control the man's intimate release, you understand, for, you know, for the bedroom. Now I control, you know, like a faucet, hot water, cold water, on, off, everything with the man. And that's the worst situation to be with. And don't get me wrong, some men are, in even S&M, they're into being the submissive and let the woman be the dom, right? But we're talking about in the structure that I think the majority of men want to be in, is not to say the man is wearing the pants. Oh, go guys, go men, yeah, rah. You know, no. It just means that the man has the dominant masculine energy. Doesn't mean he's bossing the woman around at all. You know what I mean? A matter of fact, we already talked about in the other videos that we don't live in an era anymore that will allow that with the Western woman to be, that era is gone, gentlemen. You know what I mean? Feminine has come, it's changed things, and now we evolved and we embraced that which is. But Mother Nature wise, you still have the yin and the yang. You have the dominant force, the submissive, the masculine energy, and the feminine energy. And that's why even in, you ever seen this in lesbian relationships, you notice one woman is the masculine, has the masculine energy, and the other woman has the feminine energy. You see this within those lifestyle, those type of relationship dynamics as well. And that's just a reality, okay? So we want to establish that from the beginning, and we want to make sure that if the woman is coming from an angle, you know what I mean, where you're having to supplicate, you're having to placate to her, you need to drop it. My best advice is walk away. You know what I mean? Walk away. Okay? A lot of men blame women a lot of times for those situations. They get into relationships and, I know one guy, he was getting, at breakfast, he was getting eggs thrown in his face. Eggs thrown in his face. Ultimate disrespect. And as much as I was like, when I heard that story, I was angry. I was angry at his wife for doing that. I was like, oh man, But then I realized he allowed it. He allowed certain behavior traits, certain mannerisms within the relationship to give this woman permission to think she could do that, to disrespect him at breakfast and throw eggs in his face. Okay? So this is, people only get away with what we allow them to get away with. You know what I mean? And going back to an abundance versus scarcity. Okay? When the woman breaks the rules for the alpha and she creates the rules for the beta, it all comes back to the abundance versus scarcity. The alpha, even if he isn't in abundance, even if you don't have a lot of intimate ties to a lot of women, here, mentally, psychologically, in your conscious mind, you are. Fake it till you make it, mother effer. Fake it till you make it. An abundant mind state. There's an unlimited supply, an unlimited amount of beautiful women I can talk to on this planet Earth. Versus the man who's in scarcity. He sees scarcity. He feels scarcity. He pulsates energy, scarcity. And as I said, we are vibrational beings, right? Energy, frequency, and vibration. Women pick that up. Oh, he's giving off scarcity energy. This man over here, the alpha, the more of an alpha dog, gives off abundance, never-ending flow of beautiful women. Remember, variety is the spice of life, right? That's the energy. Variety is the spice of life. Remember, this is one of the most, this will blow your mind. And women will deny it to the bitter end. Women don't want to get with a man who will cheat. But all women want to be with a man that could cheat if he wanted to. I repeat, women don't want to exactly be with a man who will cheat on them, but they want to be with a man who could cheat if he desired to do so. Now, I know some people that are lost on that. It's because you're in abundance, you're in demand, you're a hot commodity. And like I said, back to even if you aren't, it's a persona, it's a energy of your charismatic personality. It's pulsating from you. It's who you are. You see abundance everywhere you look. You know what I mean? And women pick that up. Woman who gets with you, she's going to think like, she'll probably think, she's going to dump you if you cheat on her. But she's like, I know he could. She's thinking to herself, I know he could cheat on me. He's a handsome man. He's a brutally handsome guy. Or if you're not a handsome guy, she's thinking he's brutally charismatic. He has that glow. You know what I mean? He looks like Rasputin, but he has that charismatic personality. Women, he could do it if he wanted it to. And that's where we're at, gentlemen. I hope you got something out of this. This is going to change the dynamic of the dating that you're in, the dating pool. And and if it goes to something more serious, it'll put the foundation where you're the alpha and she's okay. the Omega. Whoop, whoop, asombroso.